Doing the next case.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hats are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady.
I gotta switch. I'm tired of getting questions wrong, so I gotta switch to hard-boiled detective. So at least he doesn't look as stupid with the yellow hat in this.
I want to make homicide.
So it kind of just looks like he's wearing a black vest with a white hat, and
I heard
that's
he's an honest
fine. But like if you look at it here, the yellow hat just feels so fucking out of place.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, fellas. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence.
Those
right?
were the only words I remember saying. Oh,
See,
I'm
I knew
supposed
you
to be
were
up higher,
fast
aren't I?
learner, Phelps.
Yup.
You might get along after all.
Son of a fuck. Okay. Let's take this turn. And then we want to go up here. Whoa, whoa.
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain,
Alonzo
aren't there
Mendes.
similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry?
There's similarities
and of Elizabeth
between every
Short, for
murder.
that
You don't
matter.
believe there's a crazed
For one.
sex killer at large
There's
preying
one.
on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Shouldn't you be working?
All right, let's go check out
Detective,
the body.
I was first on scene.
Oh, maybe
How
I should
bad
talk
is
to
it?
you. You were first, right? You said
You find her,
Yeah.
Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Here she is.
Ooh, a thing. Nope, there's a thing. Come on. Where's the thing? Did you get that thing?
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copy.
Whoops, didn't mean to skip all that dialogue.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was.
Can we get a different shot of this, please?
Was there in the story.
Thank you.
What's this mark? Cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
And just gonna look up here.
Look at your mark. It's very
distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
And we gotta check the torso. Okay, I guess. Whoa, what was that? There was a doot. No, not the whole ass body. Whoa, there's things everywhere. See, despite this being a bottle,
I don't think this is anything.
Yeah. That's the good thing about this being like my third playthrough. I can almost instantly figure out what is and isn't useful, and not have to rely on the game to tell me. Like, I don't think this is useful. Yeah, no, it's not. At first, I didn't realize what it was. Oh, what's this? Yeah, no, not useful. There's more evidence. Aha!
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Yeah, she's got money, but that's it. And that's everything. Right? No, okay. Alright, well, let's go exploring a little bit out of bounds. Maybe they missed something out here. No, it doesn't look like they missed anything. I already got that. Maybe it's something on the body that I missed? Yes, definitely something on the body. I feel like there's something else I'm supposed to be seeing. I'm trying to investigate further on literally everything. But... there we go.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
That's it.
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Just grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Yeah, this is the guy that always thinks the husband did it, no matter what case it is. Can I run faster, please? Thank you. Molar residence. Show me your teeth. Gotta check out the molars.
There still might be some playing the boyfriend.
Whoa!
I thought we were... If we survive this, it's gonna be a miracle.
Yeah, I agree. We survive this, it's gonna be a miracle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If it doesn't work out...
fucked up my car with that
Deirdre
one
Muller
jump.
has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make...
Cole!
Good enough. Don't drink and drive, folks.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she?
Oh, fuck off.
Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations.
Gee, I wonder why
about
you've
my
had
wife.
3 fucking divorces.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole?
Ooh, look at that.
That.
Look at that.
This
That's some
conversation
fucking
is
movie bullshit. And turning. So, I was talking about how some of my I was talking about some of my favorite comics. Yeah, as in
God, you're gonna kill us!
as in stories, not comedians. I was talking about some of my favorite in the last episode. Whoa! I said that All-Star Superman DC Comics' run of the Flintstones, which came out in like 2012-ish, if I remember correctly. Sex Criminals, Nailbiter. Nailbiter is good from like start to finish, though. Like, so I think I have to put it ahead of Sex Criminals because Sex Criminals, like I said, the longer it's going on, the more it's fizzling out for me, and maybe that's just because, like, once I caught up.
It's against the rules to drive like this without a siren.
Once I caught up, it was longer between volumes, so it just, I wasn't riding the high for as long, so that might be part of it, but I think I need to put Nailbiter above Sex Criminals. I don't know what would be at number 5, though. I'm trying to think of, like, the best comics I've read. And another part of me is like, oh, put fucking Superior Spider-Man on there. You love that comic, because I do love that comic. But I don't think it belongs on like my top fucking. I don't think it belongs on my top 5 comics.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Like, I'm trying to think of what comics I read, and it's like...
Thank you.
Hit me not only with like,
you have a seat
man,
for me,
this is
Michelle?
good writing, but also hit me fucking emotionally. Can I put this in order?
We're gonna have a look around.
No, I can't.
He'll
I didn't
be
know
back
if
any moment.
on my comics app I could list it in order of how I've ranked it. Because I have started ranking my comics. Or not ranking them, but giving
Seems
them
irrelevant.
1 star or 5 stars, depending on how... I don't think I've given anything
Partner will
below
explain everything
2
when he gets
stars,
back,
but
okay? There's nothing to worry about.
depending on, like, my logic for it was, if it's good, but it doesn't really make me feel
Elgin
anything
wristwatch.
at all,
Probably
ever,
the same one snatched from
it
her
gets
body.
4 stars. Like, if it doesn't make me feel any emotions, but, like, it's consistently, like, well-written, well-arted.
No sign of a wedding ring.
it gets 4 stars. If I read it and I'm like, oh, this is really well written, and it also makes me be like, oh shit, that is super sad, or something of the like, or like
size 8s.
Man, this makes me feel optimism. Like, oh, that's everything. Like, if it makes me feel something like that, I'll be like, okay, 5 stars. I think Ice Cream Man is something I gave 5 stars. I know the Flintstones was something I gave 5 stars.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead.
I think Sex Criminals Volume 1 I gave 5 stars. I could be mistaken about that. And then if it's like completely average, if I read it and I was like, well,
when did you last?
I didn't hate
Yesterday
it,
afternoon.
but like it wasn't bad. It just wasn't necessarily incredibly entertaining. It'll be 3 stars. If I was like, man, that's not good. It was boring for like 90% of it. Then it gets 2 stars. If I read something that I absolutely hate,
so you were hanging around the school for quite a while.
Then I'll give it 1 star. But I haven't read anything that I absolutely hate yet.
I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
I know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Amy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes.
My mic's not muted, right? I want to make sure.
Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight.
Hawkeye Volume 1 from written by Matt Fraction. That's pretty solid.
Mom and Dad
I don't know if it's 5-star material.
I
definitely don't think it's like
what are you saying?
My top 5 comics.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
But it's fucking real good.
She said she would leave him if he ever did it again.
Irredeemable Ant-Man follows a very like shitty person, but it's like it's a 12-issue long series, and it's
You've been very
funny
brave
from time to time, so it's not bad. Ooh, issue 1 of James Bond: The Body. I think it was issue 1. It was fucking real
Go
good.
to your room, young lady.
But again, not
She's
top
not
5.
even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Oh, this is that one guy.
Found?
He was in Heroes and also Star Wars Force Awakens for one part. And also... Okay.
We have some questions
no worries.
We'd like to ask you.
Sure, yeah.
Give me 1 second. I'll just tell Blue that then. It's that one guy. Yeah, maybe. I saw him in Heroes, but I never remembered him from Heroes because I saw less than 1 season.
Why do you ask?
And then I watched a movie called Big Ass Spider, where he was the lead character.
9s, I think.
And then I saw him in The Force Awakens. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Fucking big ass spider actor can
That's funny.
Fucking big ass spider
found here are size
can get
8s.
into a
Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always
can get into Star Wars, but I fucking can't get a job in my field.
Been true in my experience.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
Use intuition. Remove an answer. Ah, should I have the right answer?
You should come clean if you're having an affair, or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
Red Hood and the Outlaws is his current comic. Is like.
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
I don't know if it's top 5 comics for me though.
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
Superior Foes of Spider-Man is up there for me, but
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was
Why
out
the
of
last
town. She
man
called
was
me to let
good
me know
for
the
a
teacher
bit.
didn't turn up.
Did your wife ever go out by herself?
I didn't even
Bar,
do that one
nightclub?
based on his facial
No.
expressions. That was just because I don't fucking
What are you
trust him.
suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
Actually,
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
I know he has a history of violence. Oh, yep, there it is.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I
Hey.
heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Dude, I made a peanut butter sandwich earlier, and I think I might make another one.
Heavens!
Step away from the
Then again,
incinerator.
I don't know if
Don't let him get away.
I don't know if I want something sweet anymore because, like I said, that drink hit the spot. Like that was what I was looking for. So, sir, dropped your wallet. I just wanted to give it back to you. Burning his shoes.
This doesn't look good, Hugo. I can get him booked in at Central,
Whoops.
officer. Then put him in
Didn't
an
know that would
interview
skip his
room. We'll speak
dialogue.
with him later. End of
Thought
the
it would just
phone,
put down the shoe.
Yes, sir, detective.
Can I log? This doesn't look good, Hugo. I can explain the blood. Get him booked in at Central. Yeah, we heard that already.
Someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home, and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield, and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid. Galloway.
Phelps,
homicide
badge 1247.
division, number 564.
Go ahead, Detective.
Did we
I need an address on a Belmont high school.
To a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street. Send someone down from juvenile hall to look after a young lady.
1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
Oh, that looks like a beauty.
Alright, I'm gonna let him drive this time around.
Can you drive to this one?
Got it, KGPL.
This video I'm watching on fucking Instagram has someone stuffing pickles with
I'm
cheese.
surprised,
Like,
you know.
that's the weirdest
I didn't make the
fucking
husband
choice.
for it.
Always make the
Don't get me
husband,
wrong,
Phelps.
I think it would
9
probably
times
taste
out of 10,
good.
it's the closest person to the Vic who
But
does
it's
the
fucking
deed.
wild.
God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimony.
Oh, dude, I want fried pickles
What?
now.
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest
When you come over,
explanation
can we go
is
to,
most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have
Can we
said
go
that
to
without
Tavern in
getting
the
all
Square
liturgical on me.
for the first
try
time
to
in
dumb
forever?
things down
For
from
the
now on.
first time
Appreciate
in
it.
forever.
Try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course.
Yeah.
The famous Lex
We can get
ignoramus.
we can
Closes
order it
case
to
is
go
cold.
even.
Puts a lot of people away.
We can get an order of fried pickles and an order of the Bayou chicken, the Bayou chicken pasta. And friend pickles. I wouldn't have noticed if you didn't correct yourself. We can get the Bayou chicken pasta. We can get the fried pickles, and we can split it.
It's the first season since fabric rationing's over. We have to go.
I told you I can't Saturday. I'm busy.
Busy where?
Hell yeah.
You're going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you?
You see,
So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
that is true. All pickles are friend pickles. Oh yeah, that's right. Blue doesn't like bread and butter pickles, which I had one with a burger recently, and it did not taste good. I think dill pickles are definitely better. Well, it didn't taste ideal. Dill pickles definitely would have been better. It wasn't the taste I was looking for. Oh, he went this way. No, those are the bread and butter pickles are the sweet ones. Dill pickles are the sour ones. So bread and butter are sweet, dill pickles are better. And dill pickles is the brother of Tommy Pickles. Up and over. Dude, fucking garlic is dope. You say that like it's a bad thing. No. Fucking A. Come here, you son of a... No, don't jump. Oh my god.
That's far enough, freak. You move a muscle and you're a dead man.
There we go. Okay, got you. Dude, I wanted garlic bread for most of today, and I didn't get it.
11K, go ahead.
11K, see the janitor. A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller.
Yeah, go for the weird question.
In the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
See, this is the hard part of the game.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Sass me, boy.
I should be
A woman
tomorrow.
was abducted here
Why?
last night, Eli, and murdered.
Like,
And I would love
10,
to make you
10:30ish.
motherfucker.
Well, I
Ideally.
wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say?
I should be
I like
doing
a little
that.
younger than that.
Turn out your pockets,
Actually,
Eli.
Now, why
I
would
should be
do
tomorrow,
Because
but I
I'm
do
about to
close
break your
tomorrow.
fucking skull, Eli.
Granted, we close at 9. Inevitable?
You're under arrest, Eli. You're in
Yeah,
very
by
deep
all
trouble.
means. Go for it.
Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown
I
and
doubt
into a cell.
I'll be late because
I'll
of
tell them we
work,
got a kitty
but on the
litter
off
coming
chance,
in. They can roll out the red
I might be
carpet.
late because of work. Thursday, Friday, like literally every other day this week, I do, No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Literally every other day this week I don't close. My schedule actually gets, I work earlier and earlier each
What time did
progressing
you see
day
the
this
person
week.
park the car?
Late last night, after school social,
So
maybe
tomorrow
1
I
a.m.
close.
I've been keeping
Next
a good
day
eye
I
out
think I work
lately. We've had problems
until
with the child
7.
molester.
And then
Eli
following
Rooney.
that day I think,
Who's met?
Filthy son of a bitch.
I work
He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him
starting
you saw
at like
park the car?
11 as opposed
I
to
don't know,
noon.
sir.
Then the
I'd
following
like to
day
say
he's
yes,
being
but
at
the truth is, it was pretty dark.
9:15 I think.
Would you
from
say
correctly.
Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir. I would say so. Yes.
Thanks for your help.
See, if I remember correctly, this kind of gives me a difficult choice to make
Blood
in
and
this
skin
one.
samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
Because, if I remember correctly,
The overalls are stenciled HM.
not necessarily
Noire is a
what
mechanic.
is the right answer to
I
this,
wonder what Eli does for a living.
to this case, but what I always feel is the right answer. I don't remember if it's ever the right answer. Is one guy is guilty of this murder, but another guy is a child molester that, like, has gotten off the hook before and knows he will again. So it's like, who do I try to arrest for this case? A guy who I don't have as much evidence for this case,
Phelps, badge 1247.
but he's doing a lot worse, or not a lot worse shit. I don't want to say
I need interrogation
one
set up
very
at
bad
Central for
crime
both
is worse
suspects
than
being
another
held in
very
the
bad
Mueller
crime.
homicide case.
They're not comparable.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with
But
the Watch Commander.
do I
Thank you.
try to arrest this one guy for this crime, even if it's just because I know he's guilty of a different one, and he'll keep committing those crimes? Or do I arrest the guy that very well this
I
could
say
be
we
the
make
only
Rooney
murder
for
he
this.
did
I think we should
or
lay it on
does.
him. He was near the car. He had her jewelry. The DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it?
See,
that kid's Phelps.
That's the
He
thing
needs to be taken permanently out of harm's
he's
way.
bringing up. It's like,
Can we let Mueller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
see, it's like that's
I
the
don't know
hard
about
fucking
this.
choice.
My
I'm
gut
like,
says Mueller. We caught him trying to destroy evidence in his backyard, and that was his car with the bloody tools in it.
I never said it wasn't Mueller. Hell, he probably killed his wife, deprived that poor kid of a mother. But he's not an immediate danger to anyone else. Rooney's a threat.
I mean,
to
he
every
has
kid
kids.
at
He,
Belmont.
if he murdered
He's
his
a peeper
wife, why
roaster.
wouldn't he
We
murder
could pick
his
him
kid?
up for something else.
You really want to run that risk?
King, is there a game that you think would be better for streaming to introduce your friend to this whole thing of me doing this? Is there a game that you think would be ideal for me to stream as opposed to any other game? Because as of right now, I'll probably just be playing this. Which actually is probably ideal if you want to. If you have him watch, this will probably be like 45 minutes to an hour, as opposed to an hour and a half. So maybe you want to ease him into it, as opposed to having him be here for a whole hour and a half. Then again, I don't know how long the next case is. For sure, I need to... Is this it? Oh, this is it! Because, I mean, I'm willing to fucking play literally any other game I have. Or, I don't want to say any other game. Any game I have. Like, I could do Heavy
Phelps,
Rain, and that will
Rusty,
probably make it so that
thanks
it's
for
going to be a
coming.
shorter stream
Can you
rather than
blood
a
type
longer
the shoes
one.
that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Alternatively, I can do this because
Sure.
I know that you
It'll all
are
be in the
into
report,
this.
but I'm assuming you want the details now? Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Okay. No, that's not it. I think it's this bottom one. Okay. I just don't... I personally just don't want
normal uses for that kind of rope
to be boring.
On boats, mooring lines.
So.
Correct. Although Ray says that there's
I just want
sometimes
to make sure I
used
can
as
be
bell ropes
as
in
entertaining
churches.
as I can be. Basically, be on my best behavior. Let's just compare this middle one just for safe. Yeah, it's the bottom one.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
I wasn't supposed to check the body, right? That's not a thing I'm supposed to do. Yeah, no, okay. I dare you to, case in point, the first 30 minutes of last night's Until Dawn stream, or the first 10 minutes of today's stream. Was there more I was supposed to do here? I guess there was, but fuck it, whatever. Oh, no, there wasn't. Okay, weird. You know, I kind of assumed that the morgue was attached to the police station, but I guess I would be wrong.
The happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent.
Old man
If you're working with a pro,
Carruthers.
it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. The coroner's.
How so?
You know, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You've been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close
Dude, look
one
at that
eye and
perfect
squint,
fucking
you
turn.
can just about make
Or
out the print.
turn around, UE, whatever the fuck I just did was called 180. That's it. That's the Fast and Furious term for it, probably. I've never seen a Fast and Furious movie. Although I've heard that they're good.
Soft on me in here, Phelps.
If that's
We'll
what you're
work the
looking
evidence,
for.
Rusty. Let him do the rest.
I like dumb movies that like are aware of just how fucking
Here's where we
crazy they
stand,
get.
Hugo. Your next door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house.
As long as they
you
don't
were
try too
burning your
hard.
blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
No, it's okay.
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Are you going to tell me what I want to know, or do we have to take it out of you in lumps?
Give it your best shot. I can take whatever you're throwing.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the Army.
Use intuition to remove an answer.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the Army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the Army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to
Hell yeah. Look at you go.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
Wasn't me.
I keep them at work in my locker.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Not true. Overalls.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
You're lying, Hugo. You're going to have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
You got no proof. You hear me? No proof.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
Leave interrogation. I think it's him, but I want to interrogate the other guy first before I fucking... And I think my boss gets on my back if I don't interrogate the other guy first. Or interrogate
Boys.
both.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, if I don't choose this guy...
You look like you've had it rough.
My boss is kind of pissed at
See
me.
asking for your sympathy,
but,
boy?
he's like, I can't... I'm not mad. Like, yelling. I'm not mad. We got the guy. It's fine. Shit like that.
Down on your luck.
But if we get this guy... If we get this guy, he's like, yeah, who cares? We might have gotten the wrong one, but he was the bad guy, so it's fine.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
He looks like he's telling the truth.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer Magay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. Tie, hitch, and braid. Stays tight.
No, my sleeve just did a weird thing right there.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
You have no job.
Hell yeah, got all of them right.
Nor to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight, and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
I don't think he did it. So who should I charge? Should I charge for this murder? Should I charge the man who I believe actually committed the murder? Or should I charge the child molester who has molested children and probably will again, but didn't commit this murder? But by charging this man, effectively letting a murderer walk free.
You're as good as done, Mr. Rooney. All it will take now is some paperwork.
Put him down with my sack.
I'm leaving this up to the chat. Having played the game before, I know that's not an option. This guy never comes up again. In a perfect world, that would be how it works. But this game doesn't let me meet him ever again. And while that might happen off camera, in other words, and we just don't see it happen, Man, we never take advantage of this room at all. That's a shame. I feel like we could have made some good use of this. So, King, what are you standing with? Like, are you staying with what, with your first choice, or are you switching your answer? And if you are sticking with your choice, I'm gonna flip a coin. If you are switching your answer, or do what you guys decided on.
A skeleton goes into a
Alright.
bar.
I mean, it's gonna make my boss happy. My boss was fucking pissed that this guy, is still on the streets, and he knows this guy, so... Actually, can I... Is this a thing I can do? No, it's not. I was gonna see if I could save this right here. Right, I can't save? No, I can't. If it let me save it, I would just do both real quick, but...
Eli Rooney, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Deirdre Muller.
You want to put me back in the stir that badly, boy? You go ahead and try. I'll beat that rap. I ain't a killer.
Fuck, he's got a good point. That because he's innocent of that, because he probably didn't commit the murder. Because it's still possible that he did, but because he probably didn't, he might get to walk free. I don't know if they actually mention it when the boss talks to me. Let's see.
Phelps, Galloway, congratulations are at hand. Drink, boys? I think you'll receive a commendation for this one, gentlemen. In the meantime, I'll speak to the DA about expediting the passage of the case. We need swift and merciless justice for poor Deirdre.
You know, maybe he has that dialogue no matter what, or maybe we just picked the right one. The other guy just gives me bad vibes because fucking he was burning the evidence that would have been used against him. He lied in basically every question I asked him. So, he felt like the right answer. But I mean, no harm, no foul, I guess. But that's that case. I should be back on at the normal time tomorrow. So, we'll see what's up when that happens. If anything changes, like if I'm running late or anything, or people are using the TV until later, I can message you, King, to let you know. But unless that happens, just assume that I'll be running at the normal time. And also, do me a favor. Have a wonderful night.